Listen, when you hold on to trauma, there's something that you're running from and refusing to address. You need to start confronting it with truth. I was recently set free from traumas that I was hiding from that created underlying issues. These traumas that were sitting there caused fights unnecessarily. They caused endless pain and reaching out for pleasures. I never knew that I had these issues because I was blind to it, because I kept lying to myself until I couldn't see it anymore. I repressed it. I put it away. And it caused me to go out into the pornography. It caused me to tear down relationships. In fact, I was never shown love in my life. None of the love that I shown was true love because I always had doubts, always attacked, always hid behind lies. That way I couldn't be vulnerable because all I was shown was failed and broken places, and I was treated that way. So what I knew to be love was screaming in anger. So I get it to that point, it would come back. And it's because I was holding on to that inside of me. I was afraid of it. I became what I feared. I hated those things. I hated trauma. I hated brokenness. And all I wanted was love. All I wanted was to be satisfied and held and to have a good life. However, holding on to these things and being afraid that no one else was capable of it hindered me, so my learned behaviors through my environment were not love. And in fact, if I spent more time in the Bible, I would understand the qualities of love. I would have been set free. I would have been living it, but I didn't put my faith in Jesus back then. Not like I should have. I knew that it was something I should have chased, but I didn't fully go into it. I wonder if this also had a great deal to do with how I saw love in general, and my fear of abandonment that was created through products of broken homes. But everywhere I looked, I just was stuck, because what you learn and what you hold on to and what you see is what you wind up replicating. And until you confront it, you're not going to be able to be different. Because I would always tell people stories because it would just prove my point that that person was going to leave. But in fact, I never showed them true, authentic love. Despite having love for people, it was clouded by this thing that I was holding on to. The trauma sat in there. It gave me tremors. It affected my nervous system. It took hold of me in ways that were unspeakable. I prayed to the Lord for knowledge. I prayed for discernment. I prayed to be set free. But you have to know that. You have to look inside yourself and start looking for the truths in your life. The Word says God is truth. If you start speaking on truth, if you start operating in truth, if you start confronting things within yourself and realize where you're problematic, Jesus says, first look within yourself and remove the plank from your own eye. And this is very true. I was always looking for problems in other people, but I never had addressed what was wrong with me. And in fact, I was so blind to it, I thought I was just stuck. I was in loops of pornography and loops of pleasure and loops of things I knew were wrong, and it kept me miserable and held me down. And it's because I was holding on to unresolved trauma. So trauma will chain you to pleasure seeking. It is inevitable, especially if your trauma is linked to love. If you feel void of love, if you could feel around people and feel like you're isolated, if you just feel absolutely empty, if your thoughts are dark and depressing and your mind races when you're by yourself and you always got to go have something to do, then it's because you don't know peace. You're not at peace within yourself. You have to create peace there by giving it to God, by saying, hey, search me, hey, find this. And I'm telling you that addressing the trauma was something that I had repressed and had done my whole life. But until I did, which the Lord showed me, but now I'm telling you, if you purposefully go out of your way and give it to Him and address it and find that truth, He will be there. The Lord just sits in truth. So whenever you create an environment that's not lies, the Lord will show up in that truth, especially if you believe He will show up, and He just is where truth is. It's in the Word. If you are doing something that possesses godly qualities, He will be within that thing. This is how God becomes you and everything you are, because you stop giving yourself to the things that have those qualities, and you create a reality that God exists in and changes you by giving yourself to Him. Now, your thoughts and the things that you hold on to, these are actually demonic. They were surfacing in drawings I had. Maybe I'll show one someday, but they surface themselves, and it sits in there and it eats at you. And the longer you go without addressing it, the worse it is. The lie is the bondage. The lack of addressing is fear. You're constantly running from something the more you refuse to address it. If you're living in fear and in bondage and believing lies, well, this is only an environment the devil can operate. You need to be set free by looking for the truth, even if it's hard to look at. Sit down with yourself. Take the time. Quit running. That feeling that's eating at you is your soul trying to get peace. It's trying to gravitate into letting that thing go and addressing it. But it's got the hold on you the longer you let it sit there, because it's going to need something to feed it. And that's what a demon is. That's demonic energy. Once you come outside of yourself and you can sit there and no longer be sad into information, you start to learn that the feelings you have are spiritual. You start to feel that these things that are going on are caused by things around you, the people, the spirits. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and spirits. These things are very real. These things want to keep you down and oppress you. They want to get a hold of you. They don't want your truth. And the more you speak it over them, the more it is. So you are definitely in a fight. Don't be intimidated by the demonic. Mine happened to me when I was a child and continued to happen, and I hid from it. It was embarrassing. I wanted love. I didn't know what to do. But because I didn't learn it, because I didn't get rid of it, because I didn't address these feelings, it had affected me for 30 years of my life. Gone. And I never knew why. I started to become dumb to it, dull to it. I didn't understand the principalities. I didn't understand the spirits. I didn't understand evil. I didn't understand thinking or truth and lies. This is why I'm teaching you these things. So you're no longer blind. So you're no longer believing what the world tells you about it, but so you could see correctly, so you can have the correct lens. Something is going to pull offense at what I say, and that thing that pulls offense in you is the demon defending it. You want to get delivered from that. You need to realize what the truth is. Why are you getting angry at all? That's not a part of you. But the more you let the offense and the thing stir, it happens. Real truth is not just offended and appalled. These negative behaviors and qualities do not exist in a believer. You let these things go by. You let these things fall off. And if it's not true, it does not affect you, because you're operating in truth. You would be offended if you were sitting in a lie, because it offended what is defending the nastiness. So break free. Get out of that demonic trap. Address the bondage. The Lord wants you. He wants you. He's calling. You need to realize these things. Look up the fruits of the Spirit. I've already talked about it. I can keep talking about it. Someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to get set free. Someone's tired. Someone's drained. Someone's emotionally dead. And the Lord is calling, and He is so good. Just start operating in that truth. Start learning what it means to move around in the truth. The longer you run from these things, you are just chained. Are you sick of being chained? Are you sick of being a slave to the things that bind you? Are you tired and emotionally drained of having no control? You just need to give it up to God. That's the beauty. Is you giving up control frees you from it, as long as you're staying in truth. If you gave up control to the demonic, then you just live in absolute nastiness, and your life is going to be nothing but anger and whatever, and you basically just become a narcissist, which is the psychological definition of a demon. It doesn't say it's a demon, but it's literally the same thing, because that's the type of lifestyle it operates in. Your lifestyle has to reflect truth. That's where you get free. And you look within yourself to see what you are thinking, what you are believing, and what you are holding on to. These emotional and spiritual things that attach to you are disturbing your spirit, and that's the problem, is you feel these things and you feel these emotions because you are flooded with spiritual attacks. And they're not showing you that. The world is not teaching you that. And literally, you just need to go in and start finding truth. And literally, if you pray to God and ask for the truth and ask it to be revealed in your life, and you start looking for truth, start confronting lies in your life, and you will literally meet God. He will come into your mind. You will start to hear from Him more and more. But you have to begin to take hold and take battle of these things. Knowingly stop thinking. Learn to stop thinking. Learn to hold your thoughts. Learn to breathe. Learn to be within God. Learn to find truth. Learn to combat. Sit with yourself in isolation and think about the problematic areas that you have. Think about areas and situations in your life to identify, okay, well, I know I was wrong here. But even if you put it on your own self, like I did, I had everything where it was already doomed to fail anyway, so the wrong thing I did was in protection. That was the lie. I did a wrong thing at all. I attacked. I did nastiness. I replicated stuff I didn't want to do. I became someone because I wasn't doing the right thing. That type of false protection, that type of thing that you are not called to do is going to keep you bound eternally. Let go of it. Let go of it now. I command healing over you guys in the mighty name of Jesus. He's saying that chains will be broken, and they will continue to be. Get the freedom through Him. No longer will you have to sit down and take it. You can be set free. Everything you need is in the truth. So continue to seek truth and follow the light.